Hello, today I'm looking at Majjhima Nikaya number 61, which is the let's try this one, Ambalatthikarahulovada Sutta. So advice to Rahula at Ambalatthika. So the Ambalatthikarahulovada Sutta, right? And it takes place, the location is Ambalatthika, and the people involved are Rahula, who is Buddha's son, and Buddha. And it starts, on this occasion, Buddha is visiting his son at Ambalatthika. As usual, on arrival, Buddha is made welcome, seated, and his feet are washed. Buddha leaves a little water in the wash bowl and remarks to Rahula, even so little is the recluseship of those who are not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie. Buddha then threw away the little water that was left and said, those who are not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie have thrown away their recluseship. Then Buddha turned the bowl upside down and said, those who are not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie have turned their recluseship upside down. Then Buddha turned the hollow empty bowl upright and said, so too hollow and empty is the recluseship of those who are not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie. Buddha then gives an analogy, and this analogy perhaps requires an understanding of the art of warfare using elephants. So, suppose, Rahula, there is a fully grown elephant accustomed to battle, who would perform his task with all parts of his body except his trunk. The elephant rider would think the elephant is not fully committed, he is holding back. However, when the fully grown elephant uses all his body, tusks, flanks, feet, forequarters, hindquarters, and his trunk, then his rider would think the elephant was fully committed. There is nothing that the elephant would not do. So too, Rahula, when one is not ashamed to tell a deliberate lie that there is no evil, I say this would not do. Therefore, Rahula, you should train thus, I will not utter a falsehood, even as a joke. And, Rahula, Buddha asks, what is a mirror for? For reflection, sir, Rahula replies. Buddha continues, in the same way, bodily actions, verbal actions, and mental actions are to be done with repeated reflection. When you want to do a bodily action, reflect as follows. Would this action that I wish to do lead to my own affliction, or to the affliction of others, or both? If it is an unwholesome bodily action with painful consequences and painful results, if so, then you should definitely not do such an action with the body. However, if it is a wholesome bodily action with pleasant consequences, with pleasant results, then you may do such an action with the body. Also, Rahula, when you are doing a bodily action, reflect upon it thus. Does this action I am performing lead to my own affliction or the affliction of others, or the affliction of both? Is it an unwholesome bodily action with painful consequences and results? When you reflect and you know the bodily action leads to your own affliction or the affliction of others, or both, then desist. However, if you know the bodily action does not lead to self-affliction, or the affliction of others, or the affliction of both, it is a wholesome bodily action with pleasant consequences and results, then continue with that bodily action. Also, Rahula, after you have done an action with the body, you should reflect thus: did this bodily action lead to my own affliction, the affliction of others, or both? Was it an unwholesome bodily action with painful consequences and results? If, upon reflection, you should know that it is, then you should confess it to your teacher or wise companions in the holy life. Having confessed it, revealed it, and laid it open, then you should undertake restraint in the future. But if this action did not lead to my own affliction, the affliction of others, or both, it was a wholesome bodily action with pleasant consequences and pleasant results, you can abide happy and glad, training day and night in wholesome states. So just a comment there. We're saying about unwholesome actions leading to my own affliction. Is Buddha, I assume, is saying that self-harm is wrong, but I may be incorrect in that. This whole section is then repeated. So he's done, it's a future action, a present action, or a past action, or action already completed. And this instruction, I say, is repeated for action by speech or action by mind. Although a variation is noted, the action by mind, the comment is that after action by mind, you should be repelled, humiliated, and disgusted by that mental action, and exercise restraint in the future. And Bhikkhus Bodhi's footnote relates that this variation is due to unwholesome action by mind does not have to be confessed by the monk. It is managed by self-admonition. So that's the difference on the action by mind. And Buddha then concludes, Rahula, all recluses and Brahmins in the course of the past, present and future, who purified their bodily, verbal and mental actions, do it through repeated reflection on their bodily, verbal and mental actions. That, Rahula, is how you should train yourself. And that's the end of Majjhima Nikaya number 61. Thanks for watching.